snow. Huh.
Close your eyes. It's okay. You can trust me. It's a healthy baby girl.
She's beautiful.
She certainly is. Okay, coming up on 3 minutes. Someone needs to go home.
Waves?
Yes, they are. Your womb is connected to a beach. Now, open your eyes. Rainey, the child you're carrying is not dead. It's just that time has stopped in your womb. Your daughter and her mother are in perfect health.
But there's still no treatment, is there?
When the balance between our world and the beach is finally restored, you will give birth. There's nothing to worry about. Come on. All in due time. So wait and have faith that you and your child will be fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about you?
Someday I'll have a son. But until then, I get to see him once a month. It'll all work out.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Sorry, but would it be all right if I took another look at your pod?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. I'll head back first.
The thing is, when I did my examination on your pod, I got the strangest feeling. The BB in that pod was there far longer than any typical BB. I'd like to check your pod's production number. If it's an official model, it'll have one inscribed on it.
I can tell you right now, there's no number written on it.
No, it wouldn't be on the outside. It would be inscribed on the inner wall. Now, you can't open a pod without endangering the BB's life, but there is a way that we can peek inside. See? Right there. See, a pod's production number is a record of when the occupant was transferred from the still mother's womb. Sort of like a BB's date of birth.
Impossible. 11 years ago. On the very same day as the void out.
Whose date of birth was 11 years ago?
And not just that. The serial number is BB00. which would make Lou one of the first test subjects.
Yeah, that would appear to be the case, yes.
If we scour the archives for any mention of BB-00, there's a chance we might learn more about Lou's past.
You really should try and put this behind you. And digging up the past won't help.
I think it's time we return to the DHV Magellan.
You know, Sam, seeing as you've come so very far, you should take a moment to see to any unfinished business before you commit to new obligations.
Thank you.
In the place where I came from, no one gave birth to babies. They just stayed inside their mothers' bellies.
Well, in our world, babies are born and grow up to be adults. Or at least they're supposed to.
It's only natural that Tamara wouldn't understand. After all, she was living in a realm of the dead. I wouldn't expect children to be born into such a place.
But Rainey's baby will be born, right?
In due time, of course. Isn't that so?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling.
So I just did me some talking to the sun.
Oh, that was terrible.
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
So you'll be a mother who gives birth to her baby.
Mm-hmm. And I just can't wait.
Talk about terrible, Sam. I've heard dogs with better tones.
Hi, Sam. I'm pleased Rainey's feeling better. And now that that's it, your next main order requires you to retrieve... And for convenience's sake, we've decided... Speaking of the Magellan, I think it's high time this whole... I've gotten in touch with... I'll need your help, of course. I'm sure you're eager to get under what... As a safety precaution, I'd like everyone to come and join us as soon as you're ready.
Just a little more work, and we'll have linked up the whole continent.
Allow me to re-establish our connection with the network.
And we're off! Went crazy. I've lost track of my hand. It's gone.
Are we caught in a surge?
I don't know. There shouldn't be any other currents in our vicinity.
Unidentified object approaching.
Everyone brace for impact. What's wrong?
The rudder's unresponsive.
I think something's dragging us.
The connection to my hand has been severed somehow. Right now, I'm flying blind.
Dolman, do you sense anything?
No, it's not a BT.
Well, something's still pulling us down.
Much deeper, and the ship's hull won't be able to handle the pressure.
Evasive action!
Out of the way, Kitty!
It's no good. Can't break free.
Discharge tar ballast. Rapid ascent, now!
Too risky. We have no idea where we're going to surface.
We have no choice. Open blast shields.
If we don't do something, it'll crush us.
Hold it! Damn. Hardly a repatriate, but I'm immortal enough. Damn. When'd you start rolling with such a big crew, Sam? Settle. Settle. Unless you want me to blow her head off. Roll back the clock and that old time fall soaked hide of yours, huh? You know I'm only here to get revenge on you and Sam. The rest of y'all really have no quarrel with, so, you know, you let me keep the two of them and y'all can fuck off. No? All want to die together. Except for the fact Sam's a repatriate, so can't really share in your sad fate. But before I pot him, He gets to watch me kill all y'all.
A ghost mech? So he's... what, Mecha Higgs?
Sir, at this point. But I don't break that easily. So be it. It's gonna be that way. Y'all could all go down with the ship.
It's all up to you, Sam.
No time to waste. Let's head out, Sam.
Sam, it looks like that thing coiled around the Magellan is... You're our only hope. If you can get it, we're counting on you.
Opening fire now. That must have done something. Hold on, I got your back.
Okay, Sam?
Leave him alone.
Engaging! Sam, you have to fight that thing. Don't let
Are you injured, Sam?
Opening fire now. Great job, Sam. The only reason we're still alive is because you were here to save us. Come back to the ship. You've earned yourself a rest. morning, Sam. I understand that your room didn't suffer any major damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the DHV Magellan wasn't so lucky. The ship is unable to travel in its current state, but Tarman's doing his best to get us back in action. I'm about to leave to pick up some supplies for repairs. When you're ready to head out, I suggest you head to the bridge and get Tarman to brief you on the situation. Afterwards, check the ships. The show must go on after.
So, how's everything looking?
We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tar currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
He came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect. Form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out? So excited. She's here.
Oh, there's Fragile.
Okay. Let's get going.
Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have dooms. No need to worry about us.
And we're tougher than you, too.
Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing the DHV Magellan, nevertheless, putting our plans on hold, extending the chiral network remain, your next objective is to, though you'll need to get another site online before, and unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be up. And during this period, you'll need to operate. Fragile, Rainey, and Tomorrow are gone procuring materials for repairs. And Tarman has his hands full tending to the ship. He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal, as a precautionary measure. And bringing I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back up and running. And it's just gonna take us a little while. For now, head to the The associated main order can be...
Feels good. Gotcha.
Snag.
That's why.
access the delivery terminal to process your orders.
Hey, thanks. Risking your life to cross snowy mountains and rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover. You're one hell of a guy. Seriously. Sit tight. I'll confirm the... Well, damn. You got this here in impeccable condition. That can't have been an easy thing. Good job finding this. There's no denying you're incredible. I'd like you to put this shelter on the chiral network.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Accordingly, I was able... Seems it was developed. From what I can tell, it reacts... The reason I mention it, the chiral radiation it generates. Practically speaking, this means you can incapacitate. It should also deal damage to BT. You can't use it without anchoring it to the ground. Gotta think before... You know, even I've... So if the chiral shock cannon helps you stop it, and if you can deliver my research data to South, there's a lot of other folks on this mountain. If you bring them onto the chiral network... Thanks. I'm still concerned about the armed survival, so I'll be rooting. I don't know if I can come up with anything else to... Your support would be... Anyway, I'm prepping some cargo I'd like taken this... Be warned that this cargo can So if and when you take this main order, good luck with everything.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort. It is imperative that we improve the deep, and the sooner we connect all... When you are ready to proceed... Order completed. Well done.
You take care out there.
Credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Decontamination in progress. Anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
superb shape. You've done a wonderful job. Well now, this was not the delivery I was expecting. I'm on the cusp of a... Go ahead and connect...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
On the network at last, eh? This should enable me to increase the pace of my research. As for the cargo you brought me, it's the Coleman. I applied a few finishing touches, and it is a devastating... You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to... which might come in handy, since it's not... It's hard to say, but... So that's all the more reason to... Ideally, this cannon would... Unfortunately, though, such firepower is... In addition, I'm happy to... You can swap them in and out. I highly recommend using these. Thank you again for your... I'll be sure to continue my I intend to look into ways... Any assistance you can provide... Oh, before you go. A gift I was instructed... This cargo... I'll need some time to... I'll be sure to post...
Sam, it's me. Our enemies have grown bolder and more aggressive, but I see you were all able to fend them off in the end. Chiral network coverage now stands in X. We are already seeing indication. Just a bit more, Sam. And to prepare for what... Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode. We need to talk about I reviewed the contract between APAC and Draw. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patron's funds. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the... When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal.
Hello, Sam. I finished preparing your next delivery. You'll find it utilizes Oh, and my mentor also. Anyway.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our private line again. I did a deep dive into the DHV Magellan's provenance. While it is indeed a civilian vessel that has been retrofitted for this mission, the financing for that work appears to have come from Bridget's own accounts, just like the funding for Drawbridge itself. It would be fair to say that this would make it a government vessel, in effect. Charlie was involved in all of the relevant transactions as well. This only increases the likelihood. Of course, it now seems likely that Charlie does not exist. If everything, including the... then it's plain our company has made further investigation. This is a delicate situation. As such, your best course of action. As always, I will cut.
To withstand the heat. Stay safe.
Sam, it's Deadman. Hartman is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his Ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB00 was placed into storage and reclassified as BB28, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Court Bridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified. And now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you think was behind this deception? Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition, Amelie. And she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place then.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Further now.
Snag. Hydration recommended.
Welcome back, Sam. I see you come back. Just give me a moment to... There don't seem to be any real problems with the cargo. Looks like the end is finally in sight, Sam.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something for you. Feel free to use it. We'll prep the main cannon for immediate use. And look, it won't be long now till the DHV Magellan is fully operational. Anyway, I'd better hurry up and see to the remaining... Thanks again.
Sam, your next objective will also be your lab. To put them on the grid, you'll first need to link up the sub... It's safe to assume that this final step. For now, you should...
Nice repair job. She's practically sparkling.
region. I'm afraid it's only going to get tougher from here once you finalize your preparations.
Did you sleep well, Sam? Repairs to the DHV Magellan. We're ready for you to... The main cannon is being fitted as well. I'll let you know when it's ready. Anyway, the new and improved DHV... Finish off anything you need, then prepare to continue. We're counting on...
Yet another person? Have you truly not considered the horrors that will be visited upon the land should a void out occur? Dispose of the body before it goes necro. You know this deep down, but killing people flies in the face of what it means to be a total. Even those who have proven themselves to be our enemies can be shown quarter. Mercy is part of what makes us human. If you ask me, true Porter should be able to accomplish his duties without resorting to lethal force. Killed another human being. cannot fathom why you'd resort to such drastic measures, especially given the danger of a potential void out, which you should know better than most. I had better dispose of the body as soon as possible. No more jammers to worry about. Let's head to the Southern Environmental Observatory. All these ghost mechs managed to make it this far. The facility is in danger. We need to eliminate them before they attack. come, Sam. Honestly, Sam, you're incredible. We should be able to connect the facility to the network now.
You're a welcome sight, mate. Let me check your order. You fought like hell, mate. Thanks for the help. You know, I can't... and now...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Connection established without issue. Our staff have all been... But now I think... Speaking of which, we've detected abrupt chiral field disruption, indicative of plate. Keep expanding network. Unfortunately, though, the tar current... The DHV Magellan won't be able to join you here either. And I'm afraid I can't do much for you given the circumstance. Just know that we're all...
Uh-oh! Guitar goblin!
You know, truth be told, I don't really care if you and your crew link up the continent or not.
Sam!
Because I'm here just for one
Sam,
reason.
get up!
And that's to make you suffer. Can't kill a repatriate for good. But boy, you're about to learn. There's far worse things than dying. So, let's kick it off with some pain. Everlasting flamethrower here has a little bit of an appetite for Kyrie. So, the moment you come back from the seam all covered in the stuff, flames roar to life, the body starts to burn once more. You will writhe in agony. And then you will die. And you'll return once more. Nothing you can do to get you out of it. And it won't be long before the pain becomes more than physical. about now? And that thing and its colorful past? The whole child of a partner who betrayed you once upon a time thing, I mean.
Yeah. That's it. Suffer for me, baby. There ain't no turning gazer for you, Sam. No crossing over to the other side. So suffer, huh? Yeah. Suffer. Through the day you were born.
I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes and I'll wait. And soon I'll see your smile in our dream. And I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in our dream.
Stuck in a loop of death and resurrection. Before his high is completely incinerated, he returns to us. His body is restored, only to be burned again. Don't! Even if you speed up time, the flames won't die. Come on, Sam. Come on! I don't know what to do!
We've extended chiral network coverage all the way to the Southern Environmental Observatory, and it's all thanks to Sam. His injuries have completely healed too. Deadman, by way of Hartman's Ha, said as much after he finished his examination.
Trust me, Fragile. I'm a doctor, and I know Sam's body better than just about anyone. He's doing fine. No need to worry. Thanks to a healthy dose of Rainey's Corfol, he's as good as new. Or right as rain, as you might say. Even for a repatriate, to die and be resurrected so many times in quick succession. I feared the worst. It's a miracle he made it through.
I'm sorry to say that the tar currents near the Southern Environmental Observatory are still unstable. Consequently, we'll need to keep the DHV Magellan here to defend the facility for the time being. All things considered, paving the way to Terminal Fort Knott is a Herculean task, and Sam's going to have to dig deep to see it done.
Don't worry, Sam's up for the challenge.
Thanks to Tarman and Deadman's efforts, his Ha may have made a full recovery. But the same can't be said of his Ka. And this journey was also meant to give Sam's mind an opportunity to heal. Isn't that right, Fragile? Soon, we'll have linked up our final objective. This will mark the end of our travels together. Which means the time to have that conversation with Sam is fast approaching. I believe we should tell him sooner rather than later. But what do you think? Well, perhaps I should broach the subject first, Something wrong?
Lou's not looking right in there.
Here, show me.
What do you think? It's almost like Lou's fading away.
Is that so? Then I'd say we're making progress.
I don't understand.
She asked me to help.
What?
Before we set out on our journey together, fragile. She asked me to help you. To act as your therapist so that you could process the loss of your child. Sam, hear me out. Lou's been gone for a long, long time now.
No. Lou's right here. We just traveled across Australia together. I'll show you.
The pod you brought on this journey has been empty from the start. The truth is, I'm the one who's been operating your Odra deck, and it's because of that connection that I was able to share your flashbacks.
Hey, Sam. Can you take a picture of us?
Do you see? Nothing has changed. The pod has always been empty. We decided not to dispute what you said you saw, but to give you the support you needed instead. In this way, we believed we could help you come to terms with Lou's death.
Wait, what do you mean Lou's death? What are you talking about?
Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
Fragile was only worried about you.
I couldn't stand to leave you there. Broken. I wanted you to live. To move forward.
So from the beginning, Lou was never there? I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong. Death can tear us apart. We'll always be connected.
No, we won't. Lou's gone. And that's that.
Trust me, Sam. We will always be with you, no matter what. You will never, ever be alone.
tomorrow. Yeah, Rainy?
Sam, Tarman here. I want you to take a good look at the DHV Magellan. Her main cannons are operational, and it's all thanks to you. Contact us whenever you require fire support, and we'll be sure to oblige.
Did you take a look at that post from the Southern Environmental Observatory on the SSS? It seems ghost mechs are active in their local region. The tar currents there are still in a rather chaotic state. This is Higgs' doing, all in service to a greater plan. We shouldn't underestimate him.
Very impressive work, Sam. Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Thanks for your help.
Yo!
Weather couldn't have made it. Well, hot damn, I thought this could.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Order completed. Well done.
Hey, yeah! Keep on keeping on.
Once again, Sam, I'm sorry we couldn't bring you. That was one hell of a trip. For my part, I'll have a... We can discuss them. As for the cargo...
Sam, network infrastructure between the Southern Environmental Observatory and Terminal Fort Knox has been disabled for reasons. To address this, we've decided to reroute net. That being the case, the device required to activate them is stored at this facility. You know what to do, Sam.
Oh, excuse. We've met before. You might remember how Zombie Hartman and I have been working. My research prevents. Allow me to review. Well, look at what you've brought me. I've made great strides in my work thanks to you. I am increasing the amount of...
Now displaying your current order.
It boasts increased capacity. It's one of the reasons... I think there's still plenty. You know, Sam, I can hear the waves of the beach. This is what led me to... As I immersed myself in... I had developed a... I know. Just like...
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
I'm counting on you.
I should own... The cargo's in pretty good condition. I don't see anything that concerns me. I've been looking for...
Now displaying your current order grade.
Well, I really respect what you... The situation here, it broke my heart when the Earth... Ever since that, I doubt these... But... I just... So, don't hesitate. So you know, we'll give it... And I wish...
Sam, we're unable... The conditions are similar.
This is Neil's doing, Sam. I'm sure we'll find him waiting for you beyond the tarfall. You need to confront him.
As good as new to me.